talked about?
Ma'am, 13.
13 is, as per your textbook, it's Asia. Okay. Okay, if you just see on your page number 63, they have given the this chart on the population, and second, they have given the statistic. So you have to see at the population and match according to the statistic. Now, when we talk about the population density, how much people are staying in a one area? We usually, very, very important, we usually calculate on the base of a per square kilometer. Very, very important. So the next topic which we are going to discuss is, okay, this we have done yesterday now, that why the population varies, and this we have already read in the chapter. So I will not go ahead in explaining part of this. I will go ahead with the next slide. Okay, this you all have read it.
Yes, ma'am.
Which are the less densely populated area in the world and which are the most populated area in the world. Okay. This also I did it yesterday, where which are the part of the world where we find more of the population. Especially this you have to by heart, that more population is found near the northern side of the equator rather than southern part of the equator. Is this clear to everyone?
Yes,
no confusion? Okay, fine. So this we have already learned right now when we were reading. 3/4 of the population is found in which two continents?
Ma'am, Asia and Africa. Asia and Africa.
Fine. So the world's people live in two continents. The 3/4 people lives in two continents, that is Asia and Africa.
Africa.
Right? Now, we have already learned this 60%. This will be a home task. You are going to highlight the countries in the world map, and tomorrow I will also take it. We will also see whether you have done correctly or not. So what are the 10 countries? It starts from India, China, United States of America, Indonesia, Brazil, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nigeria, Russia, and Japan.
We should do it according to the current statistics or the one which is given according to the textbook, ma'am?
You go ahead with the textbook one, because in exam they will ask according to that. I don't want to take any chance. Okay.
Ma'am, we should mark.
Should we do it in the classwork?
It's in your map pointing. If the map is available in your study material, please utilize the map, or you can purchase a map, or if you are very artistic sort of person, you can trace a map. I have no problem. You have to get the map and you have to do the home task. Is this clear?
Ma'am, yes. Home task is that we should mark all these 10 countries on world map.
Yes, these 10 countries in the world map, and tomorrow I will also discuss in the class. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
All right, fine.
Ma'am, what is the average density of population in India?
Average density is almost 382% people in per square kilometer.
Okay, ma'am.
So over here, why population is, this is, sorry, I have not changed it. So when we talk about the population density, very important thing, the people living in the unit area on the Earth's surface, the unit area, for which is that unit area? Per square kilometer. Okay. So average, when we talk about on an average, 51% lives in a per square kilometer in the world. Okay. Just imagine that in a per square kilometer, there are 51 people are only living. But when it comes to India, on an average, it becomes 382 per square kilometer. So now, I want an information from your end. Okay, what is the overall size of the Earth and what is the size of the India? Okay. How much square kilometer is the Earth size? How much square kilometer is the size of the India? So you can realize that in India, it is very densely populated. Is this clear to everyone? It is just a statistic, nothing more than that, right? So when we talk about 382% living in a per square kilometer, can we conclude that India, especially when I talk about the Asia is in the southeast of Asia is one of the most density populated area. Is this clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Now we will be learning what are the factors that is affecting the distribution of the topography. I think so. This, what do you understand by topography? This is very simple topic. I need not have to explain you in detail. It is something which is self-explanatory. Can anyone tell me what is a
Where-
topography?
Where more plants and which kind of plants are present?
Okay, so when we talking about the topography, what type of the preferred land is people prefer to live?
On plains and mountains. No, not mountains, plains.
Yes, very important. People prefer to live on an area which is a plain, and a very important thing, it should be a plain, and what it should have a availability. It should be
Water.
having water will be the next topic, but the land also, the quality of the land should be also fertile. Okay, so when we talk about the mostly, which is the mostly densely populated state in India?
Uttar Pradesh.
Yes,
Uttar Pradesh, ma'am.
when we will be learning the topography means the people, a place where people live to prefer. People love to prefer on plain areas. They don't love to prefer on the mountains. They do not like to, they don't prefer staying on the mountains. They prefer staying in a, why they want to prefer a plain areas? What are the key reasons for the plain areas?
Come on, they can build a house easily. Houses easily.
Okay, they can build the house easily, but what about the survival factor? The two
They
important
can
things
get food easily and they can grow crops.
correct. So when we talk about the plain areas, the benefit of the plain area is that the people are able to get, they can do, these areas are suitable for farming. But now we are not only relying on farming, we are becoming little more technologically advanced. So apart from farming, which are the things we rely? That comes
Trans-
I
as a
think every
secondary
kind of
activity.
resources.
Sorry, Jen?
I think every kind of resources can be easily we can get on
Can you
plain
give me the
areas.
example? What type of resources you're talking? Primary activity is farming. Can you give me the example of secondary activity, which are the people more rely?
Jobs.
What sort of jobs?
Huh.
We have
Kind of
done the previous
physical.
chapter. The previous chapter, what is the name of the previous chapter?
Agriculture.
Previous chapter, industries.
Agriculture.
Industries. So we will be talking about, it is related with the industries. Okay, very important. So when I talk about the topography, the Ganga plain is one of the densely populated area in the world. Okay. Second thing, that people do not prefer living on the mountain region. It can be any mountain areas. Alps are found in which continent? Alps mountain. Anyone knows? Yes, it is found in Europe. You can talk about Andes, you can talk about Rocky Mountains, whichever, you can talk about Ural Mountains. So most of the people will prefer living in the plain. Is this clear to everyone? The second topic, the second one is the climate. Everyone knows that we don't prefer living in the extreme type of climate. What do you understand by the extreme type of climate?
Too
Hot
hot.
or too cold or
Harsh
always rain.
climates. Too rainy, too cold,
So
too hot.
we do not prefer to live in a place like a Sahara Desert, which is very hot. We even do not prefer to live in a places which are near to the polar region. That is the reason which continent is not a permanent habitat for human beings.
Antarctica.
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 Correct. So, and when we talk about the polar region, especially on the northern hemisphere, is also less densely populated. People hardly live. Second and very important thing is the fertile soil. So fertile soil is also one of the suitable land for the, what we do with this fertile soil?
For
For
agriculture.
agriculture.
We use it for the agriculture. And again, when we talk about the some of the most of the fertile, like important fertile soils in India, which is the most fertile area? Give me the name of the river, no? We just discussed in the topography. Which is that
Ganga,
river?
ma'am.
Ganga.
Ganga.
Yes. So we will be in India. It is Ganga and Brahmaputra Delta, or we can say the Brahmaputra River. And apart from that, we will be talking about China. China has a Honghe, and what about Egypt? In Egypt, which river is there?
Nile.
Nile. So
Nile.
children, I want to put up one word to you that if you are very eager to learn about other places also, if you put about the Amazon river or if you put about the another river, I will not mark it incorrect. But yes, the answer, you have to look for it. You cannot randomly tell me, Ma'am, Krishna river, Godavari river, okay. It should be correct also, okay. Fine. So is this clear to everyone? What are the
Yes, ma'am.
which are the reasons why the populations are distributed? What are the factors that affects the distribution of the population? So we have done almost 3 factors. There are total 6 factors. So we have done about the topography, climate, soil. Which are the another factors? Can anyone tell me?
Ma'am, water, minerals. Ma'am, water, minerals,
Water, minerals.
cultural, economic.
Okay.
Social, cultural, and economic.
Ma'am, water, minerals, social, cultural.
Okay, fine. So what do you understand by the water area? It means that
Ma'am, where we get more water, the people live more there, sir. Ma'am.
Okay, fine. So very clear to everyone that it is the area where we get fresh water easily. Fine. So where the people will prefer to live in those areas, especially when we talk about the river valleys, which is more populated rather than the rather than the areas which are away from the river bodies. Right. Mineral is also a very important. So we have known that where we will find the gold and diamond deposits.
Ma'am, diamond mines we found in South Africa. South Africa.
Correct.
Mostly in South Africa.
Okay, perfect. And what about when I talk about the oil resources, where exactly we will get?
Ma'am, oil we get in the Middle East.
Of Asia, right? So everyone is clear that the river valley of the world are densely populated while the deserts have sparse population. Spare means that very less population. Mineral also plays a very important, right? These are the areas where we will get the mineral. Which is the densely populated area in India where we will find a lot of mineral? Anyone knows?
Ma'am, Maharashtra.
Not exactly Maharashtra. We have learned in your previous chapter in the history. We learned about JRD Tata. Which was that area?
Ma'am, can you just repeat your question?
I was asking which are the areas where, in which part of the India we will find
Northeast. The northeast.
not exactly northeast, Bihar, Jharkhand.
Ma'am, what, ma'am? I didn't.
Minerals, where we will find abundance of minerals in India. Which are the areas where we'll find abundance? Yes, I'm not saying some parts of Karnataka will also find minerals, Maharashtra will also find
Gold mines in
most of
Ranchi.
the, yes, so but most of the minerals are more, especially the coal and the iron will be found in Jharkhand and the what do you call Bihar, okay?
Ma'am,
And
Andhra Pradesh.
Andhra, see, I'm saying these will also have minerals, but the major crunch of mineral will be found near the Chota Nagpur in the east, near the northern eastern part of the India, not exactly the eastern part. Okay, so is this clear about the minerals and the diamond mines and the oil? Fine. Now we will be looking ahead with the social, cultural, and economic factors. These are the something which is on the base of the geographical factors. Okay, these are based on the geography, topography, the climate, soil. Now we will be finding the social factors. So the places where we have a better housing facilities will be densely populated, where we have more of education, health facilities. People will also look for all these areas. They will not prefer their houses away from the basic infrastructure facilities. So they are the housing, when we talk about the social, cultural, economic factors, we will be talking about the social. So the areas where we can easily get the facilities, okay? And apart from that, cultural values also. Cultural means the places which are famous for for having a cultural significance, or religious places. These places are also very populated. You have learned in your history in grade 7 the temple towns, administrative towns. Yes or no? You remember?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this you can you can write the name of the cities according to your previous chapter of grade 7 also, no problem. Okay, and the last and very important thing, the places where we have minerals, obviously these places nearby will also have the industries. So the industries also plays a very vital role. What how the industries are helpful for the population? What we will get from
Economic.
this? Okay, it will economically it will be very sound.
Ma'am, they convert
Where-
the raw products into finished products, which we can use.
Okay, perfect, fine.
Ma'am, can I?
Ma'am, do they
I
provide
need a-
jobs
Ma'am,
for
where
a
we
large
find
amount
more
of people?
products and people
Ma'am, large
attract to
number of
it.
people are attracted to these
I think
areas.
so. They just give me answer which was I was keen. I was looking ahead. The most important thing is when we talk about these industries will be giving us more of employment. And the basic problem, especially when we talk about a country like India, which is so densely populated, the people from the villages are coming towards the city. Why they are coming to the city? For the sake of employment.
Employment.
All right. So when I talk about the economic, the industry areas provides the employment opportunities. Very, very important. So that the moment we get a larger number of employment, that area will develop. Can you give me which is the financial capital of India?
Mumbai.
Mumbai.
So
Mumbai.
apart from Mumbai, which are the places you will find?
Delhi,
industries?
Bangalore.
Correct. Bangalore is famous for which sort of industries? Bangalore is
IT.
famous.
IT, ma'am.
Fine, good. So you can put all these points in your chapter also. Okay, you need not have to stick with the example which is given in your textbook.
Okay,
You
ma'am.
can also explore it. Okay. So as per your textbook, we have learned Osaka. Osaka we learned in the previous chapter. It was famous for what? Which type of industries were there? Anyone remember Osaka? In Osaka, which type of industries were there? We learned in the previous chapter of industries, right?
Ma'am, textile industry.
Correct. Very good. It was famous for textile industry. So when we talk
It
about
was known as
Osaka,
Manchester of Japan.
very good, Tejas. Very nice. Okay. So we will be learning about the industries found in Japan and India. And apart from that, we will be finding about the places which the religious cultural significance attracts the people. And some of the places, Varanasi, Jerusalem, Vatican City, you can write any other cultural and religious places also. Fine, you just have to explore. Now, the last and important we say about what I discussed, the basic infrastructure. When you also look for a house, right? You will not prefer to live away from the airport, right? You will always prefer to live in a place which is nearby your school, near to the hospital and the basic infrastructure facilities, education, right? So areas of the better housing, education, health facilities are more densely populated. Is this clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Okay, now we will be learning about a very important thing. This is just for your general knowledge because this is given in the first topic. Who is the Ministry of Human Resource Development? Anyone knows? He was last time petroleum minister. His name is Mr. Prahlad. Okay, and when I talk about the Ministry of Human Resource Development, it was created in 1985. Remember, and by heart, you cannot do any changes. And they wanted to improve the people's skill. See, every time you cannot rely on the industries, you cannot rely only on the agriculture.
Ma'am,
We-
is Minister of Human Resource M.M. Palam Raju?
No. Can you
Ma'am,
see
is
his
it
profile?
Pokhriyal? Because in Google it is given.
No, he was a previous,
Yes.
just in the month of February somewhere, there was a reshuffle and Prahlad, Dharmendra Prahlad, he was the last time as a petroleum minister, he is the human resource minister. Fine.
Ma'am, his
Actually,
name only is not given in Google, ma'am, Papa.
because it's not
Yes,
updated.
ma'am, we are not finding his name only.
But he is, recently there was a reshuffle in the parliament. So he is the new Minister of Human Resource. Actually, last time the government was not at all satisfied the way the board exams were conducted. So somewhere it was.
Dharmendra Pradhan is Minister of Education of India.
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am, he is the Minister of Education.
So that is Education of Minister and Human Resource are both the one. Okay. It is not a separate one. Okay. So now we will be learning that we have learned. Do you have heard about what time your class will get over? I'm just going to wind it up. Okay.
Ma'am,
Still 5
today
minutes is
over
there.
at 10 o'clock. 3 minutes left.
Okay, fine.
5 minutes left.
5
Fine,
minutes
fine,
left,
fine.
ma'am.
Okay,
Five
okay.
minutes
Let me
left, ma'am.
come. Let me give you
Ma'am,
one
3
extra
minutes left,
information.
ma'am.
Okay, fine, no problem. Give me 2 minutes. I will just conclude. We have come up with the new ideas, right? Atmanirbhar Bharat, right? And government has come up with plans for promoting the small industries. Okay, right now I'm not able to remember. That comes under Pradhan Mantri Kushal Vikas Yojana. Okay, this was startup business. Yes, it is called as a startup business. Right now, who was the railway minister last time? One Goyal was there, na? Piyush Goyal. Yes.
Piyush Goyal.
Piyush Goyal.
Is have become a Ministry of Industries right now. He is handling this. So government is promoting a startup industries. Those people who want to be entrepreneur, right? Though have lots of difficulty in getting the loans and starting up the business, the government is promoting the startup business. So the people can have their own setup with the business. But for business, it is not only the skill, a very, very important thing. It's require a skill set. So the Pradhan Mantri Kushal Vikas Yojana, okay, it encourages the people to develop. You know, everyone. It is not necessary that you will just become a doctor and engineer. There are so many occupations. You can become a finest dancer. You can become a finest singer. You can become an artist. So they are encouraging the people. You can become a sportsman also, encouraging people to develop their skill. And we have one more, Niti Aayog. Niti Aayog also works on the same forum, and it is National Institution for Transforming the India. This is just an extra information, right? I will be concluding my class, right? So I hope children just don't leave the class. I have to take the attendance, and then you can leave
Ma'am,
the
I've
class.
taken, I've sent it to you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Ishani, for being so proactive. Thanks a lot. We will conclude the class over here. Thank you for joining, everyone. Just, I will share the notes. You can go through the notes. Okay, fine. Thank you. Take care, everyone.
Thank you,
Thank you,
ma'am.
ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
Bye,
Bye.
ma'am.
Have a nice day,
Bye,
ma'am.
ma'am. Have a nice day, ma'am.
Bye.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, guys. Good morning. Guys, this one is acid.